how the garden's been growing since you last came to visit. Let's start on this side. I don't know where we started last time. We have finally exhausted the sea of peas. We've pulled them all up. They are gone. And per instructions from my fellow farmer, Carmi, I have pulled all of the up and we're letting them dry, and then we're going to chop them up and put them back underneath the soil in the same place they grew to put the nitrogen back in, and then we're going to plant more kale and collard greens on top of them in a couple weeks. And I have a whole nother bag of peas to plant yet. I don't know if that's going to happen. My girls might just shoot me because their thumbs are starting to hurt from shelling peas. Collard greens are beautiful. You guys have been eating these like crazy. And we figured out that these are not your normal average grandma collard greens because they never do turn, like every once in a while you'll find a random one that turns this blue, but these are green and shiny and they are absolutely amazing. I'm totally addicted to collard greens now. Look what happened to the flax. Check it out. Look, there's flax seeds inside now. Look at that. Isn't that the coolest thing you ever saw? There's one little baby flower left, and this is what the end result is. Flax seeds. Yay. And they taste really good too right out the plant. I like them. And look at the tomatoes now. Remember the little babies just a couple weeks ago? The storm we had totally blew over my lovely stakes. So I have to get back out here and restake them. But this is ridiculous. How in the world we're going to pick all of these tomatoes, I have no idea. But that's what helpers are for, right? Look how beautiful. I can't wait till they are ripe and ready and on your sandwiches. These are the last of the peas we have to pull up. We haven't picked them all the way out yet. You can see there's like thousands and millions and billions of peas out here. And we love them. See? Yay, peas. I grew peas in Akron because I could. And remember the lima beans? These are my awesome Dixie butter peas that we were trying to figure out if we had to trellis or not. And lo and behold, they started blooming before we got too high. I did put some hula hoops up there to support them, which is very cool because it's way cheaper than buying stakes. And they supported it quite nicely. I'm going to eat a pea if you hear me chewing. Check it out. Is that not the coolest thing ever? And they're gonna have these like awesome little red beans in there. I'm so excited. Eggplant, look. Remember last time you were here, they were like an inch tall. And now they're beautiful. I love eggplant. And I planted some new ones that Carmi just gave me. They're on the other side. More tomatoes, look at all the peppers. They're so gorgeous. I might have to stake them, they're getting really top heavy, especially when the peppers come on. That'll be neato. And look at the sunflowers now. I picked probably 30 sunflowers yesterday, and we're selling them for $1 a stem. So come buy some sunflowers. Come get some for Grandma. Grandmas love sunflowers. I do too. Aren't they so pretty? And bees are all over these bad boys. We're gonna have the best honey in the whole world. And they're all different colors. And I wore them in my hair last week, and they were really cute. Pretty sunflowers. Stevia from Bob and Donna. Bring me my stevia again this year. Sweet leaf, 30 times sweeter than sugar, not a calorie to be found. Sweetheart. And we'll be brewing, I dry it, I let it grow, it gets real big and tall. And we will dry it and then mix it with the dried mint and brew tea for you. And it's so good, and there's no calories, yay. We don't like calories, they make you fat. Okay, over here, remember the stuff that grew out of the compost and I dug it up at random? I think it's butternut squash. I'm not sure yet, but let me see if I can't find you a little baby in here. Maybe not. I saw some babies, maybe they're on the other side. Oh, here we go. Here's a little baby. See, I think it's gonna be butternut. Which is really weird because we dug it up out of the compost in the spring and we haven't had butternut squash since the fall, which means it was probably laying dormant all that time in our compost bins. Cool, huh? The power of nature. Let's keep it walking. Come through here. Don't mind the mud. I hate these weeds, by the way. They will not stop growing. Okay, come on over here. I think the rhubarb's gonna survive under the tree, guys. It's starting to look much healthier and prettier. I think it's gonna make it. It's hard to find rhubarb around here. I don't know what's wrong. We don't grow it anymore. It's really hard to find it local. And in the grocery stores, they don't even have local rhubarb. And it grows so well here. So I'm gonna expand this, I think, into some more because you guys really like strawberry apple rhubarb crisp. You can eat a lot of it. And look at the magic Christmas beans. Check them out. Yay. They're growing on the bicycle. Yay. We didn't think they were going to make it because they had little bug holes in them, but they did. Okay, you got to check out the compost pile real quick. Check out all the pea shells. My poor girls have been shelling peas till they can't stand it. And now they're getting ready to start grinding zucchini because we have 15 bushel boxes of zucchini already. Okay, remember the popcorn? Remember how excited we were when we found 1 inch tall popcorn? Check it out. It's growing. And I can't wait to see what happens. Look at that. I'm gonna have to put up a sign, I think, and tell the walker-by people that this is not real corn. It's not regular corn, so they don't pick it at random and take it home and try to eat it. It's a much thinner stalk. This is the Ladyfinger heirloom organic popcorn, but it's looking good. It's a little sparse in spots, but it's looking really nice. Up there in the sun, it's even stronger. This gets too much shade back here. But what a cool experiment, huh? Who grows popcorn? I never did. Isn't it pretty? Next year, we're gonna try to figure out how to plant some fruit trees up here. I want pawpaw trees. I love them. Okay, look, see how good it's doing up here? Uh-oh. Weed be gone. That's how you pull weeds, by the way. You don't spray them with chemicals. You just pick them out of the dirt. It's not all that hard. It does require a little bit of work, but works good for you. All right, and check out my other corn. Look at the sweet corn. It's beautiful. Oh, and you know what I learned the other day? And I hope this doesn't happen, but I learned that corn wind pollinates. So if my popcorn matures at the same time as my sweet corn, it's gonna be hard. But I think we're far enough apart because look how tall this is. And it's the 4th of July, and check it out. There's the knees. By the 4th of July, we did it. Yay. I'm so excited to pick corn. There's 2 different kinds of corn, and apparently since they're both sweet corn, we'll be okay. We just got to be careful that that doesn't mature at the same time. But if they're so far apart, I think we're all right. Look, random tomato plant out of nowhere. Don't ask me where he came from. Isn't that the weirdest thing? And the okra is growing. Check out the okra. Still not sure what to do with it, but several of you have suggested okra, beans, and rice. So we'll look up some recipes online and we'll try them and see what we come up with. I'm sure I'll have to fix them, but whatever. We'll try. Okay. Brussels sprouts are coming along nicely. Look, you can see little babies starting to form in the middle of their stalks. Teeny tiny little Brussels sprouts. These things took a beating in that wind yesterday. Boy, we had tornado warnings yesterday and everything was just whoosh, laid over sideways. But everything sprung back. I hear that makes it strong. And the yellow wax beans are starting to grow. We have little babies coming on. Can you see them? There's little baby beans. Ah, another weed. Gotta go. Okay. And the green beans, these are my favorite. They're coming along quite nicely. And they've got pretty flowers and little beans coming on them. These are the long, skinny haricot vert that were so teeny tiny the last time. It's amazing how This soil over here is so good. Okay, and the zucchinis, check them out. There's zucchinis everywhere. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do with these zucchinis? You guys gotta come buy this stuff. Seriously. My neighbors are gonna get really sick and tired of zucchini really fast. I keep leaving them out on everybody's porch. I have them at the kitchen for sale, and if you want to come by here and pick them, go for it. Just leave me some change on the porch or something. Aren't they beautiful? Too bad I can't eat oil anymore, Dr. Esselstyn. It's all your fault. I can't eat fried zucchini anymore, just so you know. That was one of my favorite things to do. Okay. And these are the Jackson Wonder Lima beans, which again, I'm happy to say I did not have to trellis because they're starting to flower already. I may have to string them a little bit to give them some support because I'm not sure how big the pot is going to be, but that's a lot easier than having to build up a trellis. So over here is the yellow squash. And we picked one and ate one last night for dinner. Me and Bucha Bill had a zucchini and a yellow squash with our lettuce for dinner. And more sunflowers. These are the Dixie butter peas again. Come and look how pretty. Aren't they just beautiful? I'm so happy. And there's a random kale plant in there somewhere. And then there's some more flowers, my pretty cut flowers, cutting flowers, which I have at the kitchen in the vases. Actually, we're using old root beer bottles, but it'll work. Isn't that beautiful? Don't ask me the names. And that's all that matters. Those are zinnias, I know that much anyways. And back here are the dahlias that are coming up really well, if Steve doesn't walk on them. And this is the other random stuff out of the compost, which turned out to be yellow squash. It's amazing what you get for free. Nature just offers it right up. All these seeds. I can't wait to see what comes out of all of this. We're gonna have so much food. So you guys gotta please, please, please come help us eat it. Happy 4th of July.